Yes, fine. Right, part three. Alright, for this one we're going to go more in. We're just going to introduce to the spawn comp, and then we'll spend a little bit of time looking at the individual building and sort of like playable unit characteristics. So, for the spawn comp, you go compositions and then custom. Click there and then plump. You'll get errors, texture, don't worry about it. That's nothing to do with me. Then this is it. So collection of units and items and vehicles. So these three consoles. I've linked this console to this marker, and that's a spawn point for the crates. So it looks confusing, but basically this add action gives the opportunity, gives the Ace interactable, or rather the scroll wheel interactable command of create spawn console. Same again, spawn basic ammo crate, and this code here basically says I want to spawn the crate, which is the light crate or the ammo crate, on the position of the item or the object called crate. Ignore this, you don't need it. This marker variable name is crate or crates. So yeah, whenever you interact, you'll come up with that. Same for this. This is the aircraft spawner. This landing pad is the variable name is aero, and this is the land vehicle one. So here I have this respawn, which is also primary respawn. This is the arsenal. These two pieces of code here, script, will give you the options to assign engineering perms and medical perms if you come in. This guy here is basically for new people. They can walk up to it and they'll have the option come up of basically, Steel Legion Trooper loadout, and the script here, set unit loadout, basically sets your unit loadout and then of trooper, and the guy is called, obviously variable name, trooper. Allow damage fails turns off the damage, so you can't kill it straight off. It has to be with like some stupidly heavy weapon. So these are our Zeuses. So as you saw in part 2, Game Master. So obviously there's mine, Devours, Arxum, a generic version, and Beefies. Now you can also, if you wish, link respawn positions to vehicles. Now again, all you need to do, so for this one you put it down, you name it as you want. I've called it Respawn Shepherd 1.0, and this is just Respawn Shepherd. So you can right click, connect, sync to, and then click on the vehicle, and this blue line should appear, and that will give you the option to you'll spawn into the vehicle seat. Obviously these are our resupply Trojans. If you want these vehicles to, once they get blown up, they respawn themselves, that's where the vehicle respawn comes in. And don't forget, that can be found again in the system modules, multiplayer, and then vehicle respawn. And all you do, double click on that, delay, exactly as it says in that text box, 10 seconds. You can set up a deserted distance, so how far away a player gets, or if the vehicle's been abandoned. Tickets, again, how many tickets a vehicle is. So position, I always do it from starting position. Position selection is at the oldest place it's been, so that's all, again, usually the start position. Wreck, delete with an explosive effect, so when the vehicle respawns, the wrecked vehicle will detonate. And then you got these here, it's up to you. So obviously you have the defense weapons that very rarely get used. We have our two guest players, Risen and Legion. We have Roller is here, Aeronautica there. We have Platoon and Company HQ. So Mr. Fitz and Mr. Diffcorn. 1-1, 1-2, and 1-3. Obviously, we have our little bunker, and certain flags are put down. These are sort of reserves slash conscripts. And then this is our sort of like base. So if you've got someone who's never played before, wants to jump into this slot, can do. You know, you've got Medicaid, Grenade, AT, the rest. Anyway, so the other modules I always recommend that you put down will be the Advanced Logistics. Now this is again in systems, and you want to look for SOG. So you've got two options. So you want the DLC modules. So you put down Advanced Logistics. So click, and wherever the other one is, Radio Support, which is that one there. So you can literally click and put that down. So Advanced Logistics looks like that. It basically gives you the logistics menu so you can pick up crates. Radio Support, you can change the call sign of the operator. It's up to you. Now I always put down Sling Load. To find that, just type Sling Load into the search box. Basically it enables you to sling load more vehicles than you would normally. Fortify, again very important. Now this is what it looks like normally. Now that description.ext enables you to effectively put in the custom one. So Blue 4, leave that as preset. Mechanicus STC, that is the one that I've done. You can change the budget. Obviously cost is dependent on, you know, if it's an offensive op, you may want to say, look, you're not going to be digging in all the time. Auto add Fortify, I'd say uncheck that, because you don't want everyone to have a Fortify. Really only you want squad leaders or people that should have it. So you don't want people wasting your budget. So press OK. So yeah, that's your basic spawn comp, and the relevant modules that you place down. Obviously you've got loads of other little bits like effects you can put down, like flares, fire, smoke grenades, that sort of thing. Events, you can have it so that you set up a trigger to like activate like a generate radio message. You know, someone, I've done it before, like you can have it so you put down skip time, so they cross into a trigger and it skips the time 2 hours forwards, you know, that sort of thing. Intel, so you can create your own mini objectives. Again, I'll go into that later. Again, more of the multiplayer stuff. Objectives, same thing, you can end the op by a trigger. Other, there you go, there's your sling load. Some of these only work in single player, so be aware of that. TTS, you don't really need to put that down because that's available in Zeus. Support, ignore that one. But yeah, there you go, end scenario. Yeah, there's loads of different options. But so yeah, next I will get into the actual attributes of individual things, so like the unit boxes and stuff like that. So thank you. Yes, I did forget to mention for the support modules for SOG, as I said before. So if you go into the units attributes, you'll need to add in this for it to work. Spawn comp has them all set up, so the spare ones will always be in the command squad. So the Vox support guys, they will always have it as a backup and just in case. And obviously there will be some other troopers that do have it. But yeah,